do it. What can I get you to drink?
Oh, I don't know. I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
No. I mean, I'm fine with water in a coffee cup.
That's not gonna do.
Okay.
Lemonade?
Yeah, sure.
Lemonade.
All right.
Fine.
Great.
There you go.
Speedy delivery.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
There we go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
August, welcome. Welcome to Release Me.
I feel very welcome.
Good. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to just like dive in,
So
get right in there. 2023, like
Okay.
all the way back.
Okay.
Play Pretend. That's
Yep.
when that was released.
That is
October
when that was
of
released.
2023.
Yeah,
correct?
you did the research.
I did. Talk to me about the journey from then, that release, until present day.
So if you were to go on my Spotify right now, you'd realize that it's still my only single on my account. I'm also an actor, so after that release, a lot of acting jobs piled in, and it became really difficult to kind of focus on my music. Now it's just been like trying to get the rest of the songs out.
Okay.
2 years now passed.
Obviously, you release solo, but do you work with other people? You have collaborators?
Yeah,
What's your vibe?
so I've pretty much only written on my own, but one of the songs in the EP, which I will be singing tonight,
Lovely.
is a co-write with one of my friends called Blair.
Okay.
They're an incredible artist. They basically wrote a song about being trans, because we're both non-binary.
Yeah.
And they messaged me, and I remember this was like the beginning of our friendship, and I was like, oh my god, they're messaging me to like collab. So they came to my house, they brought their piano, and we literally wrote the song in like, I think 25 minutes. We just sat down, I told them what it was about, I told them like the premise.
Yeah.
This is the melody I have in mind. They started playing the piano, and it just like all came out. It holds a very special place in my heart.
When you are on your own, like you said, you had a lyric or you had a melody. Is that a process that's pretty linear every time, or is it just an idea sort of comes about and then you run with it, or lyrics are first, melodies first?
One of the biggest things that I learned was from Adrian Lenker, and she said, you have to live the world, you know, looking for like love and beauty. When I like live, I kind of just take like quotes or things that pop through my head and I write them down. So I've got like a whole page of just like song lyric ideas, and
Lovely.
none of them are really like cohesive. They all just kind of live in this one page, and most of the times it will just be that I'm sitting down and I'm like, I want to write something, and I just go through that and I pick some out and then I make something.
You often mention that you write about the trans experience. How does that kind of find its way into your music or your writing?
I'm fortunate to have a lot of queer and trans friends, but I also have, you know, cis straight friends.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting kind of being with them and realizing how different our lives are. And I think as much as I want to write music for queer and trans people, I also want to like create a space that allows people who aren't like identifying with that to feel safe in, because I think a lot of the times we're very used to just being like, oh, you're not part of the community, get out.
Yeah.
I think just life is just very hard as a trans person, especially like right now, and a queer person, and you know, it's even harder for those out there who are more marginalized than I am.
Yeah.
And with the intent of my music having always been to make other people feel seen, when I was little, I didn't really like have any queer or trans things to look up to. I had Dodie, and you know, Dodie was a wonderful artist. I think now it's like trying to become my own Dodie and like trying to, you know, just be August and write for people and hope that people feel like connected and touched by, you know, my experiences.
Wow, that's really beautiful. I guess it leads into the final question. Like, you kind of mentioned it about how you want your listeners to feel when they hear your music.
A friend of mine messaged me recently after a gig I did, and they told me, thank you for that night. You made me feel like a human again. I mean, I honestly could just get emotional. Like, that is truly like all I want. Being a trans person, I'm just a human being. Like, that's all I am, and I'm just trying to live my life as honestly as possible. And you know, that is my biggest motivation, is just being myself as much as I can. And you know, getting to do that is a privilege, of course.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what I want from other people, is to just kind of be like, oh, like, even if you're different to me, like, we're all just human beings, and let's all just kind of sit down and connect and just exist. It's like that, you know, old saying of like, we all share the same blood. Like, other than the fact that like people are B negative or whatever. But like we all have blood in ourselves.
We're
like
all the same.
We're all the same, and music is meant for that, to show that we all like feel like we're special, but really we're really not. Because someone will release a song and think they're the only person that ever experienced that, and then thousands of people will text being like, oh my god, I went through the exact same thing, and you're like, damn.
I'm not on my own. Well listen, thank you, August.
Thank you so much.
I say it every single time, I'm excited and I'm honoured.
Yeah, let's add it to the compilation.
Let's add it, get that in, clip that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Look at this in the rain.
This feels
wow.
like so me. This is like my weather. Now you're gonna cry to my music.